they come in shooting 30% from three tonight, kind of 17. What was the difference there for them?
They made more tonight. You know, we had some key defensive, some key times. You know.
John, you said yesterday you were concerned about the free throws in the first half. They didn't get to the line much at all, but in the second half, one after the other. What changed for them in the second half?
I'm not sure. You know, you play a game and you shoot 24 foul shots in the second half. I don't think we did anything necessarily differently. I'll look at the tape. But, you know, they did a good job of attacking, and they got calls.
For some of those mix-ups on their weak side, skip and drift action, you got some open shots
There definitely was. That is what happened. You know, you want to, as I try to sit here and try to be positive, you know, you hope some of the mistakes that some young guys are making that won't make later in the year, you know, come down. But yes, that's what it is.
John, you just mentioned positives. What are those that you can take out of this game?
I'm not sure right now.
For any of you, can you talk about the pregame T-shirts and/or any sort of personal interactions you've had with police over the years? If you care to comment about such things.
Well, you know, I think that we've been as a group talking about this for a while, and you know, I thought they wanted to do it the other day, and I thought it was important before you jump out there that they understand. And we talked over there several conversations about what's going on and what does it mean and why do you want to wear this shirt. You know, I think that from Patrick Ewing wearing a T-shirt underneath his jersey, then it becomes something that everyone does. You know, Allen Iverson braiding his hair and playing in the league, then it becomes something everyone does. You know, or Kobe wearing the tights, and then everyone does it. And this isn't that. This isn't one of those things where you go along just because it's something that's trending. And so, you know, we have had a lot of discussions, and the emotions as it relates to the protest that guys wanted to do today, the emotions and the feelings in the locker room are all over the place, meaning it's not necessarily everyone feels the same way. I mean, emotions are from fear to frustration to confusion to anger. And the reasons why every individual wanted to wear it is all over the place too. And so it's not like, which is probably pretty consistent with the emotions across the country right now and the feelings across the country. Everyone doesn't have the same necessarily think you should respond the same way. You know, I think the group wanted to possibly put ourselves in a position to be a part of a process to help where there's positive change as opposed to just negative reactions. And so I mean, that is the long and short of the discussions that we've had. We sat, when we were in the Bahamas, we sat in the room together and watched the Ferguson decision, and that came up. And we had, you know, first conversations starting that night. And so, you know, it's something that they wanted to do, and after talking with them and understanding and making sure that they understood the importance and what it means as opposed to, oh, let's just do this. We agree. I agree.
for the players of us.
Just to piggyback what Coach was saying, you know, we didn't wear the shirts, you know, to say that the cops were wrong or the system was wrong. We just wore the shirts just to show our condolences to the family, because no matter how you look at it, you know, we don't know who's right or wrong, but, you know, they still lost somebody. And, you know, they won't get that person back. So that was just the main reason why we wanted to wear the shirts, just to say that we're aware of what's going on. We're not choosing sides. We're not saying one side's wrong, one side's right. We're just saying we're looking after the family, because they're the most important people right now in this whole thing, because of all the protests and stuff going on. They lost somebody.
I mean, you know, it was a variety of reasons why, you know, we wanted to wear the shirts. It was quite a few families that, you know, lost a loved one this year with, you know, the Mike Brown case and the Trayvon Martin also. So, you know, we really wanted to represent those families that all lost one. It wasn't just, you know, for this one scenario that, you know, a lot of people just, you know, won for that one case. You know, I just thought that we wanted to represent the families and send our condolences that way.
When did you come to the final decision on when you were going to wear these shirts?
I can't, and you know, I can't give a direct answer. I wasn't aware at the exact time. So.
Whose idea was it first?
It's been, I mean, since the Bahamas, it's, like I said, we've had multiple conversations, and various people have came up to me separately, and then finally we had a group discussion about it. So, I mean, it wasn't like one or two or three people were pushing it along. I think it's something that's been sitting in the back of their heads, and then they brought it to the forefront. Like I said, it's not necessarily one person who made this happen. It's a collective group that understands, felt that they had a responsibility.
Your father never hesitated to make.
What's your name again?
Joseph. Hi. How you doing? Your father never hesitated to make a statement when he felt there was something powerful behind it. It's sort of almost a legacy.
What did he say?
You never hesitated to make when you felt like you had
it's
a point.
Fucking school, man.
Right? I know.
That's your responsibility to deal with things like that. Not that thing, pro team.
Devontae, back to the game for a second. Coach Self said that he felt lucky you were missing some shots. Were they doing anything defensively on you that was anything different than, or were you just missing shots you normally make?
I think it was more so just missing shots that I normally make, you know, rushing a few shots that, you know, I should have, you know, taken my time with. But, yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything necessarily defensively. I do want to give credit, you know, they did play, you know, and crowd the paint a lot more, and, you know, they were playing a lot of help side defense, which was really good. So, commend them for that, but, you know, just a lot of shots that didn't go in for that.
Josh, when you get missed in a two-man game, how important is it for you to remain active and dialed in? And then when you get the ball, don't force it to the rim.
You repeat that?
When you get missed in a two-man game action, how important is it for you to remain dialed into the game, still work for the ball, and then when you get it, not force it, you know, pass it like that?
Just with our team, you know, we have a lot of guys who can be aggressive at different times, and you know, just with this game, just how they were playing me, you know, I just felt like I should have been more aggressive with just how they were playing me, and I'm not really that selfish, you know, with the two-man game, with, you know, him knocking out shots, LJ knocking shots. I mean, when they shoot the ball, I try to get in a good offensive rebound position, but more times than not, they're going to make it, and I have no confidence in them making shots, so it was really not anymore.
John, I know it may be a little difficult to do right now, but you said yesterday it was really important for you guys to play well tonight. You get down 12, and then you wind up coming back and taking a short-lived lead for a little while, and then just slips away at the end. How do you feel like your team played tonight overall, with the exception of not winning the game?
You know, at this juncture, it's hard to assess that right now, because you know you stop and you just keep replaying over different possessions at both ends of the court, where if you do this, you don't do this, you do that. There's better communication. As you, I didn't hear him, but as you said, Self said, and as Devontae just said, I mean, he got wide open shots that didn't go in. That happens. You know, so I don't know how we played. I don't know.
You talk about Pete's performance. What's your assessment?
You know, I thought he was okay. You know, LJ, you know, I thought he was okay. Yeah, I thought he was okay.
There's the possession where the ball goes out of bounds, and none of the three officials saw that it makes a ruling. And it has to go to replay, and it's a coin flip with when they ruled the jump ball. Any thoughts on that? Or, you know, why couldn't they just make an initial ruling, one of the three of them, before going to replay?
I don't know what they saw. I didn't see the replay. So I think they probably did what they thought was best. They called it a jump ball and they happened to have the arrow.
You have an update on Jabril? He got hurt there at the end?
Yeah, he banged his knee. I think it literally is just a bruise just below the knee. It's not, the doctors have ruled it's not ACL, it's not MCL, it's just a bone bruise. It's serious though, I mean, he's hurt right now.
What did you think of Brandon Green's performance, and why was he so hard to contain tonight?
Well, I mean, he did what he does. He's a terrific shooter. And as I said a little while ago, we had, you know, you can't, especially after he hits one or two, you got to stay with him. And we had some defensive mix-ups. So I mean, I don't think, and this is not taking anything away from him, I don't think he did anything different than what he's been doing. You give that kid an open shot, it's going to go in. And we gave him too many open looks at the wrong time.
This is one of the largest student crowds you played in front of this year. How was it different playing in front of that energy? Josh, what do you say?
I mean, no matter if there's, you know, 50,000 people or 10 people in there, we're gonna come and play. So, I mean, it felt good, you know, to have some fans there, but no matter who really shows up, we're gonna play no matter what.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.